I'm here with Trinity Catholic boys basketball coach Mike Walsh, 48 hours after the Crusaders won their sixth straight title. Mike, you've had a little time to reflect on it. What are your feelings?
I'm still excited about it. I'm excited for the kids. I'm excited for the school. And they really all got behind us, and it was an incredible ride and a thrill. Probably a team that a lot of people didn't think could do it, but they did it, and I'm real proud of them and real happy.
You started the season 0-3. I don't think you were probably thinking state championship at that point.
You know, it was funny. I knew we had some talent, and I knew we could develop the talent, and 0-3 didn't discourage me or the kids, and we kept on working, and we got better and better and had some games which I think gave us real confidence, and then we ended up at Mohegan Sun and beat a very good basketball team.
Was there a turning point to the season?
I would have to say the turning point came in the game against Ridgefield. Ridgefield only had one loss at the time. They were number one in the FCIAC, and they came into our place, and they were pretty confident they were going to beat us. But our kids felt that we had a good chance of going out there and winning, and we played a really good game and beat another good basketball team. And I think that gave us some confidence. I think the St. Joe's game, obviously, in the quarterfinals at Ludlow, coming from 20 points down to beat a really good basketball team in St. Joe's. And then the semifinals of the FCIAC, where we played Bassick basically to a standstill. We were leading going into the fourth quarter, and kind of ran out of gas in that game, but the kids knew that they could play against anybody and beat anybody. And that certainly helped us when we went to the state tournament.
Does this one feel any different than the previous 5, given the circumstances?
No question about it. I really, you have a chance to coach a bunch of kids who want to be coached, and they learn, they listen, and they get better and better. And you have a kid like Boykin who became a leader throughout the whole season, and really never got discouraged. He was never up or down. If you look at his demeanor, no matter what the situation in the game was, he kept his composure. And I think that helped the rest of the team, who was relatively young, keep their composure. And I think that helped us to be successful and eventually win the state title against a very good career team.
It always seems that there's a big anti-Trinity backlash out there, especially when the team has success. Do you feel it, and does it bother you?
Well, I don't think it's a backlash as much as a jealousy. No, obviously it doesn't bother me, because that means that we've been successful. That means we're working hard and doing the best we can, and we've won some state championships. So I'm sorry they feel that way, but maybe I would feel that way too if I was them. I kind of wish I was Trinity Catholic.
The critics right now seem to be talking about, well, they only won Class M. Why didn't they play Double L? What's your response to that?
Well, I think that's nonsense. When you look at the tournaments and they come down to the final 4 teams in the semis, especially in the Double L, the L, and the M, you're talking about all good basketball teams. Basically, Career had beaten Fairfield Prep by 20 points. And, they had beaten Lyman Hall, who was in the L, and, obviously we were lucky to beat St. Joe's. But, so they were all good basketball teams in the semis and in the finals, and, I don't buy that argument at all. I mean, I think what they should do, to be totally honest with you, the CIC should look into having another week where they have the winners of each division play each other. It would take one more week. You'd have a semifinal, final, and that would be a gret thing too. I mean, I'd love to have a chance to play St. Joe's or New London, and I'm sure Vito would love to play New London, because talking to him earlier today, he told me that he felt he could beat them. And if that be the case, I feel we could beat St. Joe's again. So who knows? I think that though, as far as anybody thinking that we should be somewhere else. For years, the M was probably the top division when Northwest Catholic, Colby, and us had some great teams, and I think that's sour grapes.
What are you going to remember most about this year?
I think how the team overachieved, how they really took their talent and took it to another level, and how, as a coach, that's probably the most satisfying thing that you can have.
Well, Mike, congratulations, and thanks very much.
No problem, Dave. Thanks. Always good to be with a Trinity supporter.